Howdy do.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker. The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
How do. Welcome to a late one. Plastics complete. Number 61. Number 61. How you doing? So, I've been busy making more plastics. And I've got it finished. I've made case. I'm making fire. I've made fire. So I've entered a few more sounds in the soundboard. Hopefully they're okay. Here's one of them.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
You will be advised when full function is restored.
Right, let's have a look at this case then. Let's have a look at this case. And keyboard. I've got to take the keyboard apart, do some gluing, fit some smaller screws in it. So, I've got to get on with making the button next. And I've seen on eBay that they do a button that swaps the ROMs over with a dip switch. So anyway, I won't bother with that one because we're going to do something similar in a different way anyway. So 180 hours to design it, and I don't know how long it took to mill it out. Probably not that long, but you do have to wait for it to mill it out. Anyway, so I put it all back together. Let's have a look at it. Let's just have a look at it. Here we go. Alright. It's a bit of a mess, like a bomb's hit it. Lots of plastics everywhere. I build another front out, a spare one, for the button. That sort of rebates in there. So I've got to make that PCB, but that's another one ready. And I've altered the design. A bit. Made it so I don't have to grind anything. So I remade this. This one wobbles, but when you glue it, if you super glue it down, it'll be fine. So there's a spare one. There's a problem, it's a bit flimsy like that, so when you put power supply on and drives, it probably might bend like that. So I need to put some struts, some probably pieces of, don't think that's big enough, might be, something like that to make a spine out of it. We'll have a look at it anyway. Or something to rest down onto the circuit board. Right, so anyway, let's the keyboard sits nicely underneath it, just in there like that. Sits nicely there. Let's put that on the floor. Now this thing's heavy, very heavy. Let's get it out. It's a beast to say the least. Right, let's try to grab hold of it. Oh my god. Right. So we've turned this design into a thing of beauty. I don't know. It's got the vent on the front, the hole for the card slot. I better just spin around with it. Just try to spin it round. Yes, there's a few problems with it, as in, you know, few problems as in the super glue stuck to some of the areas. I've got to remake some of the panels, but I needed to try and test it and make sure everything was good. And that's not sitting down there. Why not? Yeah, there's a little problem there. I need to make that milling that thing slightly more, and it's really heavy. But it's a computer, sort of. So anyway, and it's very strong, so you should be able to put a monitor on it. I suppose the next thing is I need a clear, transparent monitor. I still haven't got the back plastics to finish off this 2mm, so it's not quite finished off. Right. Anyway, I'm going to put this down now. It's too heavy to carry. Right. So, gonna add lighting and all sorts of stuff to it. Right. God. Let's turn that back. Let's yeah, it was a nightmare. But sitting there making all the plastics, a lot of work. Hell of a lot of work, but now it's finished. As in, finish the major plastics. I can get on with a button, can sort the button out. So I create a little button with the LED circuit board to switch it on. Switch the ATX power supply, and we've got to mount the ATX power supply in it. There's no fans in it, but the power supply will be the fan. It'll draw it through the vents at the front. So draw it through there. Cools the cards down as the original design. Let's just get rid of the keyboard a minute. Pulls the air through there, and the power supply will draw the airflow and out the back. That's the idea. Now I've got to do something with this bridge, this caddy bridge. Let me just get rid of the sides a minute and the lid. Oops. Right, what's going on here? Oh, that's better. So I got my mouse, so it scrolled too much. So it's too thin. This is. So we need something to shore that up. Something like that fits alongside it to make that stronger. Ultimately, I'll have to take a drive out of one of the real Amigas and get a CD-ROM in it. So I think the next thing is to make this PCB. Get this PCB on the go. shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I don't know whether to make a prototype or I can model it and check it and just get some made. Just get some made. Now, by default, each button is just going to power on, but probably they're going to be independent buttons able to send a separate code. So you might be able to rock it. You might be able to rock up, across, left, right, and down. So you might be able to do that with it. But ultimately it'll power on, and once it's powered on, there's no need for it to. I suppose you could power it off as well, or press and hold. But there'll be a little microcontroller that you program to what you want, with probably a web interface or something like that. Or don't know, maybe that'll be fixed. But the intention is the keyboard. The keyboard's got to be battery pack in the keyboard and send wirelessly to another little card that plugs in. Because I want to be able to, like I say, I want to be able to do special key combinations to do things like automatically select during the next boot. So you select a new ROM and reboot at the same time. There's so many options, but basically you need communication. So this will have its own electronics. Probably it's going to be don't know whether to make that board do more than just press. See what it's got to do. It's got to get power to it, and then it's got to know which button's being pressed. Send the right code over to a plug-in card here. So we'll have a plug-in card. Use one of the spare slots. I got to study the slots to see if they've got. Don't know whether they bring a reset line over to one of the connectors. Gonna have to have a look at that. Gonna have to find a hardware reference manual and have a look. Because I need to be able to control the reset line. Let's just get rid of that one a minute. Accelerator. Yeah, got to control the reset line and draw power for the card. So it'll be an I/O card. It's not very big, some small. And you've got inputs and outputs on it, and wireless communication. And also got to get the keyboard. Try to find out what the communication method is, the normal method is. Because on the keyboard we're gonna where is it? This keyboard in the bottom here, it'll be we're going to take this circuit board out, take this one out and replace it with a one with a Wi-Fi capability. It'll do all the emulate the key presses. There's still the ribbon will plug into it, and it's got to emulate the existing functions of the Amiga keyboard. So it'll do all that, and it'll light up these and different things. So then we've got to, once we know how to talk to it, we've got to emulate being plugged in as well. So it's basically going to emulate the whole PCB that's there, that's plugged in over here. So what I want to do is special key combination to be able to switch different ROMs or different I/O, switch the I/O board in different ways. Plus, they'll all talk to each other. So this will talk to the card. So the card will be the central brain. This will talk to the card, and so will the keyboard talk to the card. So you got your receiver and your transmitter. Transmitter from the keyboard, but I'll obviously it's a two-way thing, so these LEDs are repurposed. So I'll put some LEDs back in, and you know, we've got to create a MIDI interface. Luckily there's a serial connector over here, so we'll have a MIDI interface on it. Need to get a MIDI interface off it. And tick generator, we'll have to have a tick generator as well. There's not much to a tick generator, so we're going to have to build, probably that will be built into this same card maybe. Now I don't know whether the tick, let's find out where that tick generator gets injected into the board. Maybe we can add it somehow at reverse. I'll have to look at the circuit diagram, find out if that can be put in from another angle basically. So the card will do more than, you know. Anyway, and then there's getting the library, AMIGA libraries and that, and creating software that you can run on the AMIGA to talk to all this stuff as well. So it's a big thing, but so anyway, the next thing is to get an ATX power supply, get this push button so it, at the minimum it activates the ATX power supply, switches it on, just shorts out the, for now, the power supply, get that on so we can power the thing up. And I'll put the Pi Storm, where is the Power Storm gone? Pi Storm 2K, put that in, put the Raspberry Pi on and see what that's like. I'm not sure what it's going to be like, but give it a go. Stick the HDMI on, get all that in there, do the 2 MB chip RAM mod, create that board with a switchable ROM, so there's plenty to do. So you got your ROM socket, then you got your Agnes. So you need to unplug your Agnes chip and your ROM, push this one circuit board in its place. It'll put your extra 1 MB memory for the chip RAM on as well, and there'll be different sockets spare for switching the ROM. There'll be a cable that goes from that board, auxiliary board, over to the control board that's plugged in over here. So ultimately you've got full control over it without obviously, you could plug it into other AMIGA 2000 as well, a proper, you know, a real one with a case. The idea is to save you having to put switches in. Anyway, there's a lot to do. So let's have another look at this case again. So I've got a ton of plastics. There's the old back, all wrecked. The old back, yeah. Yeah, some failures and stuff. Loads of plastic. Still got loads of plastic left. So I could take a drive out, fit it into there next. So I've got all that to try, but anyway, that's about it really. Yeah, that's about it. I was going to wait till tomorrow. I thought, oh, I'll just late finishing. Let's just get it on there. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just take the printer off this little stool. I'll stick the case on there. Put it on there. don't know whether you can see that. I think I can jack this one up actually. Whoops. There you go, that's the full height. There you go. I've still not quite got the aim of it. Hang on, way over a bit. Stick the keyboard on it. There you go. This camera's got a weird angle on it, hasn't it? Oh, that's better. Yeah, it's still not quite high enough, is it? I don't think it goes any higher. No, that's as high as it goes. So I've got to finish this bit off here, get the slat piece on and the filling in, mill out some plates, steel blanker plates to go over here, aluminium ones. Alright, now this lid, let's have a look at this lid. Is it down fully? Have I forgotten something? I think I may have forgotten. Yeah, I know what I've done. No, I've allowed enough there. And it's all flush. Just wondering why it doesn't sit down there. What have I forgot to do? It's not quite all the way down. There's about a mil and a half gap. Ah, that's what I've done, yeah. I made them wider. Did I make them wider? I can't remember which one I made wider now. Anyway, I've worked out why this wouldn't boot up. There's no CPU in it. Unless this motherboard was the one out of this new one I bought, this last one. I put my spare working one in there to get that as a working unit. But there's a caddy. So just gotta work out what. Don't quite know why it's not sitting down all the way. The vent was okay. You put the sides on, it holds the vent in place. You know, so that was okay. I was just trying to work out why that didn't go on. I thought that would have gone flush. Not quite sure why it's not sitting. It's flush there, but it's being held off somehow. It might have bottomed out. I'm just what actually one of those plastics doesn't look like 6mm. Let's have a look. I've got 5mm. I just realised that I must have different plastic. Yeah, that's why it doesn't fit. I thought all my plastic was 6mm. Let's try the caliper on it. I think I've got some. Yeah. The 5mm plastic. It's been designed around 6mm. I never realised. I thought it was all 6mm I got. So some of this, that's 6mm, and these lids, I must have made it out of 5mm. Oh well, that explains why it's bottoming out, holding it off. Right, I've got it now. Yeah, because that's 6. Everything. I thought it only got 6mm. Right, so yeah, I've made the lid. The lid has been made out of 5mm. So together I'm 2 mil out. 2 millimeters out. Right, okay. Although that one looks like 6 mil. Don't know. 5, 6 mil, don't matter. I'm gonna have to go and check that stock now, because I think I've got mixed plastics here, mixed. So that's 6 mil. Yeah, that's 2 5 mils. Right. Anyway, yeah, so I've made some of it out of the wrong material, but anyway, never mind. So my other screws came for the top. I ordered some off Amazon. They're exactly 40 mil, I think they are, or 35 mil. 35 mil, I think they are. They're not too bad. They're only small socket head, so it didn't turn out too bad. So what I've got to work out now is if I can get onto the kickstart, get a table in on the June-July kickstart in North Nottingham. Take this up there. Take it up there with so I've got to get a nice power supply for it now, and I've got to kicks. What do you call it? Yeah, I've already got this thing, this switch, the A2000 switch for a normal power ATX. So that switch, we'll get rid of that. Is that a on? Oh, that's a on-off switch. That's a latching switch, that is. So when I do my switch down here, it's going to have to toggle the latch on. We'll have to do it electronically. No, you just press it, don't you? You just press it. So that's weird. That's a self-locking switch. You don't need that. You just need to pulse it. So I don't know why they supply a self-locking switch. I'll have to try it. So anyway, so the idea is there. I'm gonna get some more cards. Plug in the stuff. But you can take the lid off. It's easy to get the lid off. Well, it's not that easy. You've got to go careful. Just pull it up. It's because it's new. It doesn't want itself in. Just pull it up. Don't pull it from one corner though, because it'll crack. Gotta wangle it up. Yeah, it's probably a little bit tight in the one corner. I did have it up earlier, yeah, the same trouble. This one corner's quite tight. That's it. So there you go. There's the lid. It's all got this rebate stuff to hold the sides and the front on. Solid on the top, and there's no screws sticking out. But that is the wrong material actually, so that's a shame, because that's the one that came out okay. Didn't need too much doing to it. Oh well. Anyway, so these nodules that locate the lid, they're 6 mil high. But it's dead easy to get the tray out while it's not wired up. So you just pull that up like that. Obviously I haven't got the drives in, so I need to put the drives in, because the idea is you lift it up like this, you lift the back up, and then you pull the whole thing back into that slot there, and then the front drops out, then you lift the whole thing up like that. Looks a bit like a blooming aeroplane. They're all pocketed. They're pocketed. They're pocketed so you can get a normal screw in. And then you've got your elongated holes, slide holes for the dries, and they're pocketed as well. So as long as you don't over tighten anything. But it's a mad thing. But that one, I had to file that one, but the new one, I'm going to glue it together. Anyway, this board, I was testing it while it was in this case, and I couldn't get it to boot. But I've since noticed there's no CPU in it. So I don't know whether I left the CPU on a drive in here. I'm going to have to open this up and have a look. Because I never noticed off the bat that the CPU was missing. Of course it won't boot up or anything without that, so... Anyway, so I've got a bit to do. They look like they've been bent over, don't they? It's weird. Yeah, I'll have a go at that bridge board as well. Get that bridge board booted up as well. Get the software for it. So there's just plenty to do. I've got to this stage, so I need to get it up and running. Find out if it needs repairing or not. I could just drop a CPU in. I've got a spare CPU somewhere, so I'll just put the CPU in. But this bridge, this is too flimsy, so it'll need something, some mechanism. It'll need something like that, making that plugs in the bottom, or just a runner just to stop it bending, you know, stop it doing that business with the weight of the power supplies are quite heavy. Well, everything seems to fit, which it should fit because it's designed. It's all based off the original, isn't it? Within reason. Right, let's put the lid back on then. So this lid's too thin compared to what it should have been. That's why it's not sitting down all the way, but anyway. Let's put it back on. I wanted something I could take apart quick. It's not that quick at the minute because it's still new. Still, you know, just needs to be put together a few times, taken apart for it to all snap into place. That's it. Will it take a monitor? Will it take a monitor, do you think? I think it will. Got a monitor here, but I could try it on, I suppose. Still got to create the badge yet for the keyboard in that recess, that bit pocket there. We've got so much to do. So anyway, we'll sort that button out next. Right, let's put this away. Shall I try a monitor on it? I don't know to try and monitor it. I'll get another monitor down later. So that seems to fit nicely under there towards the vent. So it sits in a bit. Not by design, but it just does. Anyway, right. That's that. So yeah, I've got a nice. I've got a few monitors. I've got one of the old original monitors. So I suppose just trying to work priorities out. What's next to do? I suppose I've got to put that button together. So I need a PCB. To strengthen up this bridge here, It needs to have a strut on it somehow. I suppose we could look at that. Yeah. It needs something. We've got clearance underneath for a some kind of strut. So we've got this thing here. And just it needs some like that support that goes down the whole thing, really. So I mean, it'll fit in, but then it'll droop with the weight. I can either put a strut across it or put a down piece, and it'd have to sit on the motherboard. I don't like the idea of that much. Or I could make it out of something else. I mean, the real one's folded. It's the real one's, it's got like an angle to it. The metal one has. It's folded to give it some strength. It's got like 90-degree angle on it. So this bit will be strong enough as it is. It's just as it bridges across. I could, whatever I make for it, it's got to go all the way from there. So I'm going to have to mill another one out with some more slots. I don't really want to be messing around with it. I think I'll live with it for now. I mean, to be fair, that's a 700 watt power supply I picked up the other day. This one's faulty anyway, but I was just designing around this one. I use that as the model, but it's quite heavy as far as a power supply goes, proper quality one. So we could do with a smaller one, really, a lighter weight. And I could put it in and see what it looks like. See how far it droops. Let's do that. Let's take the lid off again. Let's bring it out. Right, lid off. Is this one corner's tight? That's it, because there's nowhere to grab it from. Probably need some handles. Oh, no, it's off. It's just wearing itself in now. It's just seating itself better. So that, you can tell that's gonna bend under the weight. So this will be something like this. This is very elaborate, this thing. So I haven't got any screws to try in it. So I can see it bending already. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it bending already. Look, under the weight, and then once you put the drives in. So yeah, I just need to shore it up a bit. Tell you what I'll do. I'll try two of them in there. Let's see what two's like. So we've got a spare bottom. Alright, let's take this one, this new one. I haven't glued this one yet, so I'll take that apart in a minute. And put two of them in, see what it does. And it'll be the wrong height, but let's put another one in there first. So you got that, and stick this on top. Alright, it's going to be the wrong height, but we can sort that out. Is two any better? Oh yeah, it's a bit better, that is. But it's still going to move. It's still going to weigh it down. Oops. I grabbed hold of my new piece there. Oh, that was the old one. I've got stuff everywhere. Crazy. Right. Let's see if this is any better. Oh yeah, that's better. Still bouncy though. And then you got the weight of the drives. Yeah, so we'll have to do something with that. We'll have to sort that out. But this isn't the light, like I say, it's not the lightest power supply, that one. Right. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to have to redesign this a little bit and put a sideways one of these just under there. I suppose if we're clever enough, we can hollow it out in sections so we can use it as cable management as well. So you can use it for cable management, which rather than just be a flat thing going up as a strut, we'll use it for cable management. So just trying to think how we can get it in there. So I'll have to redesign that. We could probably do that now actually. Let's take that out of there. Let's just do that now. It won't take long tomorrow. I thought I'd finished all the what's the name in? Plastic. I wish. Nearly out of plastics, yeah, I thought I'd finished. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Right, let's pop that over there. Let's do a little bit of a design. Cable management design to go onto that. Make a new caddy. Make a new caddy. Slightly, well, it's almost the same. Right, so what we need then, so we need a strut to go across the full length. It needs to be sideways on, so what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to bring the side out, or actually we'll bring that over to match that. Let's do that. Let's turn it upside down a minute. Let's just bring that in line with that. Match that to there. Oh, struggling with that one. Why is that? That's weird. Struggling to do that. I don't know why. Okay. That's it. Line it up with that. So we've already got 2 holes here for the top piece. That's for the drive bay, so it just needs to go across there, doesn't it? So probably need 2 of them. So let's that's going to be, that still has to be finished there, so it doesn't have to go all the way up. It just has to stop it one. On a short piece it's going to be rigid, so there's no need for I'm just going to check the audio a minute. It just has to stop it one. On a short piece it's good. Yes, okay. Here's one for you. Listen to this, it's funny.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
Right, so yeah, so we don't have to run it all the way because that needs to sit in the shelf there, the lip, so we can come all the way up to there, sort of. So let's measure that, and also, sorry, also we need to look at this while it's in the computer. Actually, I need to just have a look. So that sits in that shelf there. Yeah, so we can't go all the way up. But we can go from there to there. That's 7mm there, and we can go. Let's just hide the power storm a minute. Oh, HDMI card. Right, so and we can go so far there. So I think if we go level just over that, actually it can go all the way over, can't it? But we want some lateral, some movement to get it there. We'll stop it short. So 7mm the one end. What's that? 5.5. Okay. So 5.5. So we know it's going to be 6mm. So let's just do a rectangle. We'll start here. I'll go all the way up here. So let's say 100 by 6mm. Wrong way round. Six by 100. Right, we can alter that in a minute. It needs to be a certain size. So it's going to be cable management. It needs to be rigid. So let's say 10mm. So we'll go 10mm first. No, I'll tell you what, we'll go all the way. So it's going to have to be 30mm, I think. 30mm, let's say 30mm. Of course, that's going to be in the way of the main board. No, not quite, but there could be some chips. Yeah, we've already got a connector in the way there, so we can't go 30mm. Oh no, the connectors are over there. So how much have we got space between this and the PCB? Not a lot, so we can't go that high. So I might have to redesign this very slightly. Okay, let's go. Bring it back down. Down 10mm. So we've got 10mm, 20mm, and from there to 17.9. That's enough room for chips and circuit boards, just about. So I'll keep it like that. Unless I make it part of the side somehow. Bring it, notch it out and push it over the side. Yeah, that could work. That could work because we've got sideways. We're already sticking out there, so we could stick a notch out and push it over the side. Anyway, we'll just put it in place, see what we can get out of it. So we'll bring this over to. It can go all the way actually. Go all the way because it pushes back out there. As long as we've got a gap to push it back. Alright, so we've got that. How do I get just that now? I've drawn it there. How can I get that? How do I select just that without selecting everything else? I suppose we'll have to have a look. Make sure we haven't selected. I don't think we've selected anything else. So let's move the whole thing up. 100mm. Right, so that's it. We didn't select anything else with it. That's okay. So we'll make that into a component. Make it into a component. Right, now we want some cable management in the middle of it. So we've got 20mm. So I suppose we ought to come in 20mm from either end. And we said we've got 10mm in the middle. So we want some cable management capability. I suppose 6mm, is that enough? Possibly. Let's right, let's keep it 6mm then. 6mm from the top, 6mm from the bottom. Let's get rid of that centre line. And let's keep the upright struts. We'll do it in maybe ribbon cables width, I'd say 70mm should be plenty. Say 70mm. We'll keep the hollow there for 70mm. That's it, and we'll go another 20mm and another 70mm, another 20, another 70mm. Right, so we've got this weird offset here, so that'll need to be 20 again, won't it? Okay, and then we've got a little bit here. Okay, let's do that. Let's put these in there, so we're just going to go like that. It just gives us cable management, and it'll keep it off the PCB, off the main PCB. We've got to be able to push the connector through it. That's the only thing. So whatever that size is there, what have we got? 8mm, yeah, 8mm's enough. Should be alright, 8mm. Tell you what, let's find a connector and see if it's enough. Right, this one I made earlier. Sort of. Let's see if that's 8mm. It's got to be able to slot through, pass through the gap. What have we got here with the ribbon as well? So ribbon and folded back, and yeah, I think we'll be all right. Just about fine, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That'll work. Right, so we're gonna have, that's enough, yeah. I suppose we could go one more. We might want to. I'll leave it at 70mm in case you want to run a scuzzy through it. Right, let's push this through. What happened? Oh, that's not working, is it? That's weird. Oh, is it? It's not part of it. That's right. It's not part of that model yet. So let's cut them out. Paste it in place. Now we can push it through. Okay, I need to reverse the face. Select all these faces. Reverse the face. Then we'll have to select all these faces. Reverse the face, swing it round. Right, let's go again. Okay, and then there's a few left. Them two. Right, okay, so we've got our strut. Now we've got to fasten it to the thing somehow, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll temporary move that. I'll tell you what we'll do. What will we do? Yeah, let's move that whole assembly up. Say 200 mil. Bring that one up to there. We can work on it a little bit easier. Right, it's a nightmare. Right, put this down onto the surface. Okay, I'm just trying to, yeah. So we've got one there, it needs to go over a bit. So it's in the centre. Let's put it right over a minute, let's find out what the size is. 15 mil. So what we're going to do is grab it. I'm running out of screen here. No, we don't want to move it. That's it, and we want to push it back 7.5 mil from the centre. 7.5. Right, that'll give us the centre. No, it won't. What's happened there? That didn't work out, did it? Why? Why didn't it work out? So this is 6 mil. Yeah. That's 15 mil. 7.5 mil is half. Right. Don't know. Okay, I'll do it a different way. I'll do 7.5. And we'll go 3 mil this way. That's it. We'll cheat. And we'll bring this over to there. No, you won't be able to do it unless you're this side of it. That's it. So that's in the middle of the strut. Right, so you want another one of them. Another one of them. Over the other side. $7.5, and we want a copy of this over here, just like that. Right, so we've got that there, and we're encroaching on our chip space. I've got some kind of cable management, and that'll give us a bit of strength, hopefully. But how does it attach to it? So, how it attached to it, we'll need some prongs to locate it, tangs, wings, whatever you want to call it. So we just need to do what we've done already here. So we want the same again, one either end. So now we'll need a few more, I think. Yeah, probably 4. 4, I don't know. Do you want 4? 4. That'd be nice if you could. No, we don't want to go too far. I'll say it'd be nice to use that to put our drive in there as well, but never mind. So I didn't want to lose my space between the motherboard and that. So alternatively, you could put these on the sides here. Push them over. Then you're widening that. Does it matter? Don't know. Don't know whether like that or redo the design of this. But then, if they're on the side, you can't use them as cable management. So, I think we'll use them as cable management. Yeah. So what we'll do is We want some prongs, so we want to copy the prongs. We'll copy this one, this prong here. Right, we'll just select that, copy it, and we're gonna put it somewhere. I suppose it needs to go one there, one there, one there. Where it, yeah. Does it need one over there? Maybe. So one there, and one there. Is that enough? Probably not. So one there, one there. Does it need one there and at the end, or can you just put 1, 2, 3? I don't know. I think I don't know. Not sure about that. Oh, let's put some in. It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Paste. So I've got this, we need to turn it round. So it needs to face like that, and it needs to, I could have just flipped it, couldn't I? Flip along the red direction, no. Flip along green direction, no. Flip along blue direction. Okay, so we need to work out, probably need to take that out of there first, cut it, paste in place. I've lost it. No. Undo paste and paste. Right, so we've got the frame. Yeah, we can put that somewhere, and I need to grab it by the. I need to grab it by the middle, like that, and then put it. Draw myself 10mm. Grab it by there and move it to there. Then move that down to there. And then we've got the geometry for that. Now we need to grab it off. Cut it. Put it into here. Paste in place. And then complete it. Just complete it. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. So what we need to do now is, it's part of that. So can we delete that now? Yeah. It's made it part of it. I'm having trouble getting around to the parts. So that can be moved off now. Right, so this is still the wrong colour at the minute. Has that got a surface? Yeah, these have got surfaces. Right, let's have a look at it in... Oh, we're in textured and whatever. So what do we need to do? We need to grab all these again. As many as we can. Can we get more? We can get more. Sure, we can get more. Is that the lot? Is that the lot? Looks like it. So go up to here and just change these both to transparent colour. Where we can find it, there it is. And again. Okay, so we're now transparent. We're transparent, so that's fine. So we can go back to monochrome view. And we need to reproduce some more of them. So we need to get halfway mark here. Come on, you can do it. Right, 10 mil, and again 10 mil. We might as well just do the last one. Right, okay. Ooh, Omar Guerrero, do you have finished model of this? Of finished model of the bridge, the caddy, or the whole thing? Do you mean the whole thing? I'm not sure if you mean the whole thing. If you mean this here, then today I finished milling out the last of the main plastics. So yeah, keyboard and case, finished model. If you mean a model as in a finished file, then not at the minute, no. No. But not quite sure what you mean. Do you mean? Yeah, the main thing is finished, but there's always tinkering going on. I've got to put all the drives in. Got to take the drives out of here and get a CD-ROM and put in, make sure all the sizes are right and everything. Yeah. Hopefully, I'm gonna be bringing it to, hopefully, if they'll have me, a Kickstart in North Nottingham. Hopefully, if they'll let me bring it to show off. Oh, okay, because I was confused by the thumbnail. Yeah, thumbnail. Let's have a look at the thumbnail. Yeah. This is the right. So. This is made from the model. So it's made from the model. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Hold on a second. I think I know what you mean now. The model of the case. Yeah. We've got that. Look at the whole thing. Yeah. Here's the whole thing. This is model the whole thing. Everything's switched off at the minute, but I can switch it all back on again. Yeah, the whole thing's modelled. Yeah. At the minute, the drive caddy. We're just working on the drive caddy. That I've took it down. The whole thing down a few 100 mil. Is that part of that now? So what I'll do is I'll cut that. Yeah, and I'll paste it in place. So it's part of the same model now, and push it back up. I think it was 200mm. Yeah. So I brought it out to work on it. So then we've got the whole thing. Yeah, look, it does look good. It does look good. Keyboard looks good. I don't know whether if you caught the keyboard last time. So we got a AMIGA 500 keyboard in a case, triple case, with a wedge shape. It's all milled on a CNC, modelled in 3D. Very heavy. Don't ask me why I'm doing it, I don't know. But basically I started out, I had a spare motherboard and I want to do some mods. I need to do some mods, you know, like PCBs. And I don't want to strip it. I only had one at the time. I had one of these and it's too good to take apart. Didn't want to wreck it, so I bought a motherboard, which I subsequently, the working motherboard, put inside this one, which I bought another one to buy some more cards. I had bridge board and some extra cards, so I could use without affecting this one, my working one. But they're two working ones now. I've got a motherboard I've got to fix, which is in the plastic case, and that's the one I want to take to some shows when it's finished, with upgraded with lighting, LED lighting, everything. So many projects and ideas, you know. But yeah, this is the model. We've got to make a PCB for the power switch. So it's a 4-button power switch that can do more than power on. Touch it when it's powered off, it powers it on. While it's in operation, you can do other stuff with the buttons. So basically I make my own circuit boards, and I make a web interface for them, and I program the ESP32 Wi-Fi module. So I'm going to use it in. We're going to use it in here. I'm going to put a Wi-Fi module in here, a Wi-Fi module that plugs in on a PCB here, and connect this, and should be able to use. We're going to have a custom PCB here. Take the existing PCB out. We're going to mimic what the normal A500 PCB does on the keyboard, so you can still plug it in. And then we're going to be able to do some custom keys, some keys that are not accounted for, which will send a code wirelessly to the PCB that's plugged in with I/O capability, input and output. And this will be like the central. The idea is you'll be able to put this into a normal Amiga, and basically you won't have to drill holes and put switches and things. There's loads of technology out there, but you could just plug it into a spare ISA slot or Zorro. Don't know. I've got to study the pinouts to make sure. So I need a reset line. I need to be able to control the reset line, and possibly see if I can see the tick or the clock or something. I need to have a look at creating the tick generators. Lots of ideas, but yeah. So anyway, the bridge was just a bit weak, so I'm just altering that to make it stronger. But ultimately, I'll try one out myself. I'll use myself as the guinea pig. If it turns out okay and people like it, I'll take it to the show, Kickstart in North Nottingham or somewhere, one of the Amiga shows. I'll just show it off, and if there's enough interest, maybe we can do something with it. I don't know. some kind of Kickstarter project or something, and maybe you know, things like that, or even just put the file up for someone to send to an online service. There's so many options, or maybe nobody will want it, but you know, maybe it's just a gimmick. But I need it for when I'm designing circuit boards. I don't want to keep wrecking my good one. I just want to take the lid off quick, put the cards in, take them out, put new ones in, take them out, without destroying my good working one, if you know what I mean. And also in the process, we can have a play with it, and you can see it's a shame when you put it inside the case. You can put all those cards in, but you can't see anything that's going on. You can't see any LEDs. This way you can see everything that's going on, you know. So yeah, thanks for that. Right, let's get this back out again and carry on working on it. Let's go back out 200mm, just so we can work on it and hide the floppy disks and some cards. Yeah, because I've ultimately got to, I'm going to soup it up, you see, do the chip RAM mod, 2MB chip RAM, and ROM switcher and all this kind of stuff. I've got to put the Pi HDMI adapter in, and the Pi Storm, and the Raspberry Pi, and all this kind of stuff. So it's a big project. It's huge project, you know, but you have to do a bit at a time. I think I've come the wrong way, haven't I? Hang on, let's bring it back down 400mm, round the other side, and work on it from the bottom. Yeah, so I'm gonna. There's a Kickstart in North Nottingham, isn't there? Or show. So I wouldn't mind booking a table on that one and take it down. Hopefully I'll have a few mods done by then, and the button and sound effects. Right, let's just carry on with this. So I need another one of those. Just right, we seem to have the wrong shade in here, so let's sort that out now. Just need to flip the model round that way. I'm having trouble scrolling around to it, but let's do it. Gives me something to do anyway. Gives me something to do in the evenings. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, a bit from left field, but right, so I'm going to copy that. I need to grab it from there. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll measure from there to there. 2mm. That's not right. Hang on, from there. No, hang on. Okay, so it's not going to play ball. Why won't it let me get it from there? Okay, we'll do it a different way. So we've got 10mm. So if I just go, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll drag it to there. I'll drag it to, well, I'll drag it to, yeah. Make a copy of it and drag it to there. And then move it 10mm. No, should have moved it 5mm. 5mm. That's it. And we'll drag another one. Copy it again. and drag that one 5mm and copy it again and drag it 5mm. Right, I think, does it need one more or is that enough? That's probably enough, isn't it? Yeah, that's enough, so let's just fill them out. Yeah, we'll just get this around there. So I've got to make a new base. Read this bridge. I've got to reprint, not print. Remill out a bridge. Doesn't take long to mill them out. And well, I've got to glue it together. So these stays will give it some strength for the weight of the power supply and the CD-ROMs and the floppy drives. Right, let's just have a look. I think I'm going to need to... Do I need to do anything with it? No, we're okay. We seem to be okay. Right, okay. Yeah, so we're alright there. So I've just got to create the receptacle side of it into this bar. And the way we do that, let's just go in here a minute and get rid of the construction lines. Alright, okay. I'll just check the audio. Get rid of construction lines. Alright, okay. That's okay, it just play up sometimes, the audio does.
I am checking. Kindly wait.
It is an immutable certainty.
Yeah, put some more rack stuff in there. This is a good statement, I like this one.
That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
That information is not available.
Yeah, so I'm going to put some sound effects into it as well. Right. I'm very thirsty now. I'm going to have a sip of my drink a minute. Right. So I need to get some geometry from here. Some lines. I need some lines. I need that line there. No, not that one. I want that one. I need that line there. So let me do it in X-ray mode so I can grab the lines I need. I need all these lines. So I can copy them and put them where I need the receptacles to go. Or the holes that they slot into to be glued in place. So copy them. Right, and I could do with, don't want X-ray mode no more, but I need monochrome mode. So I'm going to go into this now. Right, that's that. I need to paste them in place. Right, so we've got the marks for them. Now they need to be wider. They need to be this wide, whatever that wide is. 15mm, and these are what, 10mm are they? So yeah, 2.5mm. They need pushing out 2.5mm. These do, to allow for the bend when they get milled out. There's a bend, so I'll need to grab that one, push it this way, 2.5 mil. And grab this one. 2.5 mil, and the same with all these. That's not lining up, is it? So I didn't actually make mine line up with their struts. No, because we did it cable management. So we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. Alright, let's go this way. 2.5 mil. Yeah, I had to model everything. I modelled all little pieces so I could get the sizes almost right, as far as I could, give or take half a mil. Tolerance, maybe, I suppose it could be half a mil. It's probably something like that. Let's try to do it as close as I could. It's not always possible to get at it right. So that's that. I need to be the width. Now it needs to be the same. I think the width is just 7 mil, so there's a little bit of clearance around it. So let's draw a line. And that's only 6 mil. So I need to bring it half a mil over. .5 that way. Give it some clearance. 0.5 that way. Same again. Right, same again. 0.5 that way, and this way. 0.5, right, that's 2, and I can just copy these over to the other side. When I've done with this one, I'll just copy all this in one go. Last one. Oops, that's no good. Okay, so we've got the 4 little things. So we need to copy them if we can, like so. No, that's not going to do it. Let's do it from above. No, can't do it from above. It needs to be from below. So I'll have to bring it into parallel projection as far as I can. And no, I need to grab it from there, like that, and copy it. Let's see how far we've got to go over. Throw from the middle of there. So I'll go 7.5 there. I've got to go from there to the middle of this. 133 mil. Oh, I just unselected them. Hang on, let's try them again. Alright, so what? Let's copy them. 133. Oops, 133 mil. There's the copies. Right. Okay, I need to push them through now. Let's come back into this mode. Right, so I don't know whether we weaken this anymore, but it doesn't matter, it's going to be glued anyway. I'm going to glue it all together because it's not something I want to take apart, and it needs to keep the strength. So that means I've got to make another one, and the 4 of these I've made now. They don't take too long to mill out. Right, okay, so we've got that. We've got our receptacle holes. So we come out, we've got these now. I suppose I better just sort this out because this is all the wrong colour. Let's reverse all this. Let's get the colours right. It's not really a colour I'm looking at, but it's the face order. It's the outer face. It needs to be the dark colour for the outer face. The white colours for the inner face. Unfortunately, when you make these models, it just does one or the other. If you don't catch it when you do it, you'll be doing what I'm doing now. Basically doing it later on. Okay. I have to keep pressing shift to select this. You can let go of the shift once you've... But if you try to select anything else, you need to press the shift in again as you do it. Otherwise you'll let go of all the rest. Right, let's get them all done. This is where I go wrong after doing all this selection. I end up doing something silly or clicking one of the icon tools that automatically deselects everything. Right, I think that's enough, so we're going to reverse the face. There's going to be some underneath, more than likely. Yeah, there's underneath. And there. And there's 1, 2, 3. And there's these as well. Too far away to select it. Yeah, I got it. Same again here. Right, that's it. So just go reverse the face. Right, oops. Seem to have an extra one there. That doesn't look right, does it? Okay, is that all of them? No. Is that all of them now? Is that all of them now? I think so. Right, okay, so let's come out of that. I'll do that one later on. Just working on this one at the minute. Right, so we've got this that let's have a look at it in X-ray mode. Yeah, monochrome and X-ray. So we've got the things that stick into the bottom bit, and it allows them to stick together and locate it while you glue it. So it's basically to stop any errors while gluing. It locates it where it needs to be, exacting sort of thing, and you can put your tiny drops of glue here, there and everywhere. Super glue, and hopefully that will give you the strength it needs, keeping it lightweight. And you get cable management as well. Side effect, you get a bit of cable management, as in you can push your ribbon cables, power cables, whatever you need to push through. Right, let's put that back to where it's supposed to be. 200mm. Right, let's look at it the right way up. Here we go. So we've got, yeah, all back together. Now the other thing is we've got to make sure this doesn't get in the way of anything. Let's have a quick look inside the case. Can't see anything offhand. Looks alright. I think we'll be alright. If it does turn out that it's we've got some circuit boards to go in here over the Agnes and the ROM sockets. It still need enough room. So that's flush with the front. And let's get rid of the Pi Star. HDMI adapter, right, so we've got enough room here to push it that way to release it out of the system. We can use this, some of this cable management we can use, maybe. We can use, so basically you put your cable from your CD-ROM and your floppy down through there and through the slot and then down onto the board if it needs to be. Where's the slot for the, yeah, the ones that are right at the other side, so it might come in handy actually. Them slots there doing two things. I like to make it do more than one thing at a time. So it's a bridge, it's a strengthener, and it's also cable management as well. Alright. Now what I could do with is making some of these plates now. I've got some aluminium, anodized aluminium, thin, 1mm I think it is. Wouldn't take much to make some of these plates to put blankers on. I'll do that another day, no rush on that. Okay. Now the lid, the sides and the lid. So sides and the lid. Put the sides on. The lid. Right. Now the lid, it's a bit hard to get off the lid. Not too bad, but you have to. There's no way to grab it, if you know what I mean. You have to just grab it, but there's no. I don't know whether it needs something like. Can't really put a hole in it because then the airflow will be compromised. Because it's flush at the minute. I can do it. I can get it off. So. Probably because it's just a new, and you know, it's a new and it's a tight fit. Let's try it again. Oh my god! Wake up, Dave.
The most logical course of action is to transport me to safety with all due urgency.
Right, let's have a look at this case again. See if I can work out how this lid's going to come on and off quickly. Right. Right, here we go. So I've got the lid. That's the way it faces you normally. So I'm trying to grab it. Yeah, it's a bit of a wobble. So I need to work out what is making it stick. I know it's a very accurate fit, maybe too accurate. Maybe if I put it back on, I can work out where it's just sitting there. So for some reason, take glasses off. So for some reason, sides need to be pushed out. Something looks amiss. I wonder if I've assembled one of the plastics upside down. I could have done. No, I don't think so. Actually, let's have a look at the model, because I didn't look at the model while I was assembling the lid. I may well have put the wrong piece in the wrong place. Let's have a look. I don't think I have done that. Let's have a look in X-ray mode. Monochrome. Yeah, monochrome X-ray mode. So, I noticed a problem. See, that gap I put on this side, but on my model, I'm on the other side. Why is that? Yeah, I've got my gap is on the other side of the model. So what have I done wrong that made it do that? No, I couldn't have put the wrong piece on. Actually, that's got one right in the same place. No, it's got this T bar. They've only got these T sections on the front, so I don't see how. Well, that doesn't make sense. Tell you what, I don't know. So this one. No, I don't get it. I don't get that bit. It's like the whole thing is. It's a tight fit there. Alright. That's okay there. It's okay. The whole thing shifted over. No, that's right. That's okay there. Yeah, the whole thing shifted over, I think. It's weird. A bit strange. So that hole is over, but why is it out on there when it's not out on the model? Strange. So that one's slightly out at the back. So the other one's out as well here. Is it that one? Yeah, that one's out. What happened? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's a tight fit. Yeah, just trying to work out. Well, I've got a gap there because it's not. Oh, it's not quite centre. So I don't, unless I've used an earlier model. Maybe I've used. Maybe I've used an older output file. See, that's supposed to have an extra slot space this side. No, it hasn't got it. They're flush with the sides. Oh yeah, something not quite right. Ah, because I'm missing. I know what it is now. Yeah, because I'm missing that 2mm piece of plastic. So I'm too far. That's right. Yeah, I'm actually. There's a piece of plastic I haven't milled, which makes so the plastic that I'm missing. How do I look at this in monochrome? Take the lid off and the sides. So I've got this extra thin bit of plastic here, which I haven't got on mine, but it'll hold it the same size anyway. It just makes the back. So the lid is flush on this one, but on mine, and my sides sticking out 2mm this way, but that shouldn't affect it. We've got an extra piece here. No, because it floats forward. It's this bit is fastened. Yeah, it should be rotate 90. Lock slide, how you doing? Didn't follow your own build plans. Rotate 90, yeah. Yeah, no, I think what it is, this packer is throwing me out a bit because I still haven't got any. They want about £26 for a small piece of 2mm acrylic, and it's bigger than what I need. But I don't want to spend many money. Basically, I don't want to spend any money. But so anyway, that fits onto the back plane here, so it still spaces it off the right angle. Yeah, so it should. All it is the back will be in by 2mm, so it won't make any difference, I don't think. You got 2mm gap here between the card, and yeah, so that's that. So, but that's not throwing it out. So I can look at the file. Tell you what, let's measure between this one here and this one here. 191.5. If I open another instance of SketchUp. Yeah, I finally built the case lock slide. I always say finished it. No, never. You've never finished it. It's never. There's never actually a finish to anything. Right. So. Right. So it's the lid, isn't it? No, the back panel. I don't know. Right. Let's just go. Open the. Let's just say lid. So I've got the lid. Right, here's the lid. And from this one to there. I wonder if I've got it upside down. I don't know. I don't think so. From there to there, what have we got? 190.5. 190.5. And what have we got in reality? 191.5. Yeah, because I allowed a bit of 5mm, but we're offset slightly for some reasons. I'm just wondering if I've used 5mm plastic again. I've got 6mm plastic, which I based it all on, but I seem to, amongst all the plastic, I seem to have some 5mm. And when you got two together, you're 2mm out. I need to examine some of this. Maybe some of these sides aren't, or maybe some of the stuff's 5mm. Tell you what, let's measure something. Let's see if this is 6mm. I'll put a battery in. I've got calipers here. Let me put a battery. I have to take the battery out. If you leave it in, it just goes flat next time you use it. So I have to always take the battery out. Alright, so I've got the calipers. Got the calipers. Reset it. Set 0. Set 0. It's not setting 0. Oh well, close enough. Let's see what this plastic is. I thought it was 6mm. You know, it's not 6mm. It's 5.2mm. So it's not. It's 5.1. So it's 5.2. Why is the plastic 5.2? I thought it was 6mm. That's not good, is it? Unless, hang on, let's find. Maybe there's a mix. Right, here's one I made earlier. This seems heavier. This is the one I made a while back. What's this one? Ah, 6mm. So you got 6mm on this one. 6mm on that one. Right, so that's heavier. And the new one is lighter stuff. And yeah, it's 5mm. So that's why all my calculations are thrown out. I just assumed it was all the same stuff. Assumption. Don't assume anything. I got some new storyboard sound effects now. Lock slide. Let's give you a taste. Give you a taste of one. What's that? Here's one.
That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
Away. Because if I could hear them, it would echo back.
There seems little point in wasting time on such an explanation, since you would be incapable of understanding it.
Here's Liberator. Teleporting. So, what time we got? 2 o'clock in the morning? Never. Oh no. Oh, it's close. 1:30. I was looking at the duration of streaming. So the problem I got is I've got a mix of plastic, 5mm and 6mm. So that's my main problem at the minute. So the model's built out, everything to do with 6mm. So what would that do? So that's thrown me out a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, it's thrown me out a little bit. It's making things a little bit tight. So what do I do about that? I have no idea. No idea. Let's have a look at the AURAC, AMIGA AURAC. This is AMIGA AURAC edition. The plastics are falling over the place. Yeah, the camera's a little bit out. Needs to face that way really. Need to go over a bit. Running out of space. Is that even doing anything? Is it doing anything? Sort of. Yeah. Spin it round. Spin it round and round. What does it look like with some lighting in it, I wonder? Should we start shine some light in it? Let's put some light in it. What's it look like with light in it? I have no idea. Don't know. Looks crazy, yeah. Crazy. It doesn't look crazy. It's the person here that's crazy. Right, so yeah, it was a little bit out. Obviously the 1mm out in the plastic is making holes. Let's try and work out. So that hole is in the wrong place because something is not. Let me take the lid off. Take the lid off. Come on, you can do it. Right, so lid's off. Caliper. Let's put the battery back in the caliper again. Go on, chuck it out. Should leave the battery in. If I don't take it out straight away, I forget to take it out, and next time I use it, it's flat. Right, anyway, so we've got the caliper, we're on 0. So what have we got here? Let's have a look. Right, we've got 12 point, if I squeeze them together, what have we got? 12.12. So we've got 12.12 there. This side, what we've got? 12mm. The back, we've got 6mm. Dry plate, we've got 6mm. The front plastic, we've got 6mm. So we've got 6mm on that one. The drive tray, we've got 6mm. 6mm. 6mm and 6mm. So we have got 6mm on all that stuff. Yeah, so that's okay, that one is. So, which is out then? What is out? Right, so this one's 6mm. 6mm. This is 6mm. So it all seems to be 6mm. Backplate 6mm. So all that's 6mm. So the only thing that's not 6mm is the lid. So this lid is what have we got? 9.6. So we've got, I don't know what it is. This isn't 6mm lid, is it? But all that will make it do sit down 2mm less. We're sitting up 2mm because the milling out is not allowed enough for the arc. But something's out. Just trying to work out what is out on it. The thickness shouldn't matter about the width sizes, should it? Shouldn't be no problem with the width sizes. So put that back on there. I have tightened them up. Yeah, it sits nice and tight, but I have tightened the bolts up, so maybe there's some plastic in the middle that's the wrong size. That's an idea. Actually, yeah, could be. Let's have a look. No, that's 6mm. All looks 6mm. So, the only other chance is if I've swapped, somehow got one of the pieces upside down. It does look a little bit out by a certain degree. Is it possible one could be the wrong way around? I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, because that has to go. That has to go there. It has to go in that order. Yeah. Looks okay according to that. I don't know. Well, there's a lot of pieces, so any one of the pieces, if it was out of date. I have screwed these fronts up tight, so squash it together, isn't it? So what I need to do is basically, actually that's, I can see what's going on there. Look, see, if I lift the side up, it fits straight on. It's just not quite lined up. There's like a mill sticking out there. So possibly I just need to undo it and square it up a bit. Let's try that. So what I've probably done is built it crooked. If I can undo them and then just push it square, maybe that will do it. So let's just undo these and see if I can get it to go flush. Yeah, see if I can get it to go flush. Maybe I should put the lid on first, then tighten it. That's a good idea. Actually, it's gone flush now already. It's not sticking out no more. So I'll tell you what, I'll put it on while it's loose. No, that's not going to go that way. Oh, I can't. I can, but I'll have to remember to tighten it up. Right, let's just try that. I think I need to loosen them all up. Let's loosen them all up a bit. Just sit it on while it's loose, then take it off. I'll try and tighten it up. So I did make them 4.5 mil holes instead of just 4. Right, so we're loose now. So if it's loose, what will happen? It does give a bit. Yeah, that if you twist it, it'll give one way or the other a little bit. There's obviously a little bit of a play, not a lot. There's hardly anything there, not much play at all. Oh, there is if you do that. If I push like that, it does do this kind of thing. Right, let's put it back on. See what happens now. It's loose. Right. What's it doing? It just sits on. Yeah. So it's on now, but loose. Now, can I take it off? Right. No, still a bit tight for taking off. Right, so I'm gonna have to. What am I gonna have to do? Yeah, I could file it, but that makes a mess of the lid. For any kind of filing, file the holes a little bit. Possibly I haven't given it enough clearance. I might not have given it enough clearance, a little bit more clearance. Too good a fit. Too tight a fit. This one corner is quite tight. What about if I undo this corner a bit? The compression on it. Oh, that's, yeah. Yeah, that's it then. What about if I undo this middle one again? There's a bit as well. And this one. Alright, so I've undone all of them. Ah, there you go. That's flush there. It's all down, yeah. It's down now. I'm going to try and lift it up. Still sticking at the back there. The rest is coming up, it's just the one that's sticking there. Okay, let's undo that one a little bit. And this one. And this one, right as well. Maybe it needs an eye lock instead of just a nut that's... Right, let's try again. Right, okay, so it's not altogether good. Don't know. Yeah, it's down now. Right, so lift it up. Now it's binding all over the place. You can get it off, but it's not good. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's try to square this up. If I tighten this up while it's on a piece of flat, that's probably a better idea. So I'll put it onto something flat, give it some pressure and just tighten it up. Not too tight enough. I'll just tighten it up. Not too tight, just enough. So I wonder if if there's any kind of something you can do polish wise or something just to make it slicker. Right, they're all tight now. Right, let's see what we've got this time. Maybe... yeah, I don't know. Let's try again. Sits on it, and it's the back. You have to push the back in, and then the side, then the front has to go in. Yeah. So it's there, but yeah, still too tight. So what I'm gonna have to do is give it a bit more tolerance on the design, a little bit more tolerance, I think. Yeah, a little bit more tolerance. Right, let's put it all back together. Okay. I'll give it a bit more tolerance. Okay. Right, that's it. So you need to have a little bit more tolerance, as in this here. Now I don't know, something weird. On mine there's not this gap here. I allowed that gap, but what I didn't do, that's butts up against that, but what I didn't do is give it enough. Why didn't I give it enough? Let's have a look. Let's go on this style and X-ray. Well, it looks like it's got plenty to me. Maybe it's the width it hasn't got. I don't know what it is. Allowed 0.5 mil either side, and loads this side, but I haven't got that much on that side, have I? Anyway, we'll have to look into it. Right, I've actually had enough for tonight, so I'm very tired. It's late here. It's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:45 in the morning. I haven't been up this late for a long time. Anyway. Right, oh god. I better me go before I start yawning. Right, yeah, so it's the first time I've built a lid, so normally I'd have to build 2. There's a lot of plastic with these lids though. Big pieces of plastic. So, and they're the wrong thickness anyway. They're 10 mil instead of 12, so I need to choose the right plastic and do them again. So it gives me an opportunity just to make the tolerances a little bit better, or greater tolerances. Alright then, anyway, that's gonna be about it, because I am ready to go. Let's give you some different stuff today, not too much. Let's try something. Here we go. Let's get rid of me. Give you one of these.
The most logical course of action is to transport me to safety with all due urgency.
That information is not available. This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Borak, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct.
Do this one.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
That, well, leave it at that, and we'll see you on the next one. Here's another one.
The art of leadership is delegation.
And catch you on the next one. Bye bye.